Oh, there's a cat that loves to squeak, and there are cats with cute little peats, and there are cats with stripes and cats with manes. So let's walk around the compound tonight. Yeah.
There's a pretty girl right there. Her name is Allie. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she lovely? Oh, I don't think she likes my singing. Arch. Hey there. Old fella. Ah, yes. Yes. Oh, it's so nice. I just want to tickle the sun. Just tickle. Just tickle. Just give the sun a little, just some tickles. Thanks a lot. It is beautiful out. It is beautiful. There's this nice little breeze. It's probably about like 72. It's wonderful. There's Denise. Her and her husband Rich do a lot of work out here at the facility. They've been coming out for almost a decade. But they do a lot of pest control work around the compound. They have for a long time. Hi, Sugar Pie. Hey, Sugar Pie. Oh, good girl. Look at you, pretty girl. Hi, baby. Meek. He's chunk. Oh my gosh, you're so chunk. Oh, did you gain pounds? How is that possible? How is that even physically possible? Oh my gosh. You can't flop on the ground like that. You'll cause all the dinosaurs to go extinct. You gotta be careful. You'll create the Yucatan Peninsula, Mika, if you flop down like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. I am trying to get an actual, no kidding, homemade webcast in the true standard webcast format. Trying to get one out to you because it has been wacky. You guys know that. It's been wacky. We've got those two little tigers, just rude, inconsiderate, up all the time. They need to be taken care of constantly. They're so needy. But Melita's not needy. Melita's very pretty. She's very pretty. Look at her. Look how unneedy she is. Totes pretty. Oh my gosh. Slap blap. Very nice. But yeah, we're trying to get you an actual home-baked webcast while it's nice, while the sun is setting. And we actually had a front pass through, a cold front. This is like the first actual break. It feels nice. It feels crisp. It feels like the cusp. The cusp of fall. That fall is cusping. Oh, she put her blep away. Pardon me, miss. But could I trouble you for a cup of blep? Oh, no, me. Thank you. Man, Do I even know how to webcast anymore? Do I even got the touch? Do I even have the touch anymore? Do I? It's been so long since I've actually put one of these on film. Actually, I've never put a webcast actually on film. Look at that. Beezer. Beezer. Bees, are you pole dancing? I don't have any singles. Sorry. Jake. Jake. Hello. Hello. Well, we've got a few new subscribers. A few. Because some of the little bitty baby videos have actually the analytics are in, and the data suggests that some of the latest videos that I've posted have performed remarkably well when compared to the videos that have been posted in recent memory. No. This is, yeah, we got some new subscribers, and people are like, why does he say that? Oh, guess what? You failed. You failed the first test. You better pack it up. Find another Big Cat channel to watch, because this is what it is. You know, you should really try to change it. And I'm like, nope. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. How many people, though, they've said it. You know what, Derek? I used to just, when I first started watching your videos, I've literally had people say that. When I first started watching your videos, I used to put them on mute. I used to put them on mute. Hi. Because I just wanted to see the cats, and I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts my feelings, but fair enough. Hi, Munch. Hey, Munchie. And then they say, like, you know, but after a time I said, like, oh, fine, I'll just watch them with the sound. And then after a bit, like, I got it. Like, I get it. I got what you were doing. I got what it's all about. And then they became a part of it. They became a part of, like, whatever this is. And then, like, now I can't wait for new videos to come out. I love it. It's great. And, yeah. So, you know, converting people. Bringing them into the fold. Into the pride. But, yeah. There's going to be a few new subscribers, a few new people, because anything that I've really I haven't done any webcasting, really. I've posted webcasts, but I haven't filmed any webcasts since we've got that latest kind of bump. So, got a few new subscribers. This is Munch. It's Munch. So why not take an opportunity just to really quick, hi. Really quick, say hi to Nadal, because he is honestly the pinnacle, the focus point of every single one of these webcasts. He has to be, because look at him. Look how much of a good boy he is. Look how much of a wonderful personality he has. You cannot deny this. He's amazing, and he's a very good snuffler. And people are just like, sounds like he just like drank like 5 shots of whiskey before I even started webcasting. Yeah, no, there's a delivery style. And sometimes it's intentionally a little slurry. It's kind of fun, but that's kind of the point. I've developed a manner of content creation that is a fun and whimsical, lighthearted romp amongst my tiger friends. Yes. Oh, look at this. A happy little sprite wishing to do a dance in the forest. Dance, 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 dance. He is not filled with murderous intent. He just wants to show his zest and appreciation for life. At least that's my interpretation. But for those of you who don't know, who are just coming around, you're saying, like, let's give this channel thing a looky-loo. My name is Derek. These are my friends. This facility is the Center for Animal Research and Education. You can go to the website carerescuetexas.com for more information if you'd like to learn about the actual nonprofit. But I've been here since October 6th of 2006, which coincidentally is my wife's birthday. My wife Heidi being the founder and executive director of this facility. A lot of times people see the videos that I post and they're like, oh my gosh, this is Derek's facility. Derek built this place and those are Derek's cats. Rongo bongo! As my middle school English teacher, Mrs. Kleesner, used to say. No, I started here just as a simple-minded volunteer, and I am still a simple-minded volunteer who's now one of the directors of the facility. But yeah, I volunteered here because I thought tigers were cool, and I thought that working with tigers would make me cool, and then I fell in love with the tigers. And I've told this story plenty of times where I was working with JP because they were still around when I first started working here. I worked with Jake and JP and Luca, but I didn't see him as Jake and JP and Luca. I saw him as like Cool Tiger 1 and Badass Tiger 2. And then eventually you start actually seeing their different individual personalities and their quirks and their traits and the things that make them who they are. And Kiara and I have a kind of a strained and strange-ish relationship. Hey, baby. Yeah, you're a good girl. But I stopped seeing them just as these analog NPC characters. Oh, Tiger A and Tiger B. I was like, no, that's Jake and that's JP and that's Luke. These are their personalities and these are the things that they like. And these are the things that are all about, that they are all about. The things that make them tick and snuffle. And by the way, that noise that they make, that yeah, we call that a snuffle, even though the technical term is chuff. The technical term is chuff. It's a tiger acknowledgement. It's a tiger hello. So yeah, working at this place for over 10 years. I was born in care. I was molded by it. You only adopted the tigers. Oh, theatricality and deception. Princess. But yeah, I've worked here at this wonderful place that my wife and so many others built over the years, and I've done a lot of wonderful things, or been a part of a lot of wonderful. That sounded really bad. I've done so many wonderful things. I think I shall point. Now let's do Derek, a retrospect. All of the wonderful things I did. No, I meant to say I've been a part of a lot of wonderful things. That makes me sound so douchey. Yes. I shall recall of all the wonderful things, my masterful contributions to this wonderful establishment. No, it's not what I meant. I've been a part of a lot of wonderful things, and I'm able to work with a lot of wonderful people here at this facility. We take in animals from a wide variety of different circumstances. Some of the animals here were, they were people's pets before coming to this facility, and those people kind of realized, like, hey, that might not be the best idea to have a tiger for a pet. And then other animals, they came from other zoological type facilities or different kind of settings where animals like this would kind of live, and maybe due to economic reasons or financial hardships, or maybe they had space reasons or capacity reasons, and they decided that they needed to rehome their animals, and they would come to a facility like this. And then some of the animals were born here because this facility used to be a zoologic breeding and boarding facility before it was converted into a nonprofit back in 2003. Again, all of this information is on the website. Which website is that? carerescuetexas.com. Hi, Boom. Hi, Boom. And this is Boomer. And he is the second dumbest cat that we have here at this facility. But if you're new, you're going to learn that and so much more if you continue to watch these videos. Oh, princess! I feel like this is what's up in school. That's better. I think. It's probably not that much of a difference. No, but I started off as a volunteer. Started off as a volunteer here at CARE. Spent like pretty much immediately spent every weekend that I had, and then I started spending onesie twosie days during the week on top of the weekends, and then I started spending more time here than I was spending at my own apartment. Keep in mind, I have a job outside of this place. I'm an aviation meteorologist. I help to tell pilots and flying operators where it's safe to fly and where it's not safe to fly. That's what I've been doing for going on about 16 years now, something like that. So I found this place about 13 years ago. So the thing that I've been doing for far longer, my real passion actually is weather forecasting. No. Hey, bud. Hey, Ezzy Chew. Yeah. That guy's right here. He was seized by Fish and Wildlife. Some people had him, I think, in a backyard kind of situation. And then the neighbors were just like, I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with the tiger in my neighborhood. So yeah, it was one of those kind of things. Luckily he's here, because I can give him a wonderful and suitable home, because we know what we're doing. We're professionals. You notice that our cats are very kind of amicable, they're affable, they like to come up and say hello. That's because we socialize with them often, but keep in mind, we socialize with adult cats specifically. Adult cats, we socialize with them with the fence barrier in between. Like cubs and juvenile cats, that's a different thing. We do have considerations for people who are trained and have experience to have more, I guess, intimate contact. But there is a very clear demarcation line. There's a period at which we say, like, okay, their socialization is to a point, and their socialization and their body's abilities have gotten to a point where mentally we can put them into an enclosure and then they're going to be okay. And then also we kind of need to separate ourselves from them, because if we continue to kind of, do little tiger stuff when they're getting bigger, then our bodies may very well end up being not okay. Oh, also, this is the number one dumbest tiger that we have at the facility. As you can see, you probably have IQ points that are just dropping right now. His name is Slade. That's how you're supposed to say it too. Slade. Yeah, that's how he says it. He knows he's dumb. He knows he's so dumb. Right. Yeah, you know you're dumb. You're the dumbest. It's a whole thing. Slade and Boomer, they're brothers, and they were cubs here at the facility at the same time that two beautiful, wonderful, and illustrious young lion cubs they're lion men now. But these two brothers, and then those two brothers, were cubs / juveniles at about the same time. And there was a weird kind of internet battle, a war that erupted. It was kind of a meme war, kind of poo posting kind of thing, which I love because I am a citizen of the internet. Have my Kekistani green card. I mean, black. Why would I want to interact with you? Anyway, lines were drawn in the sand, and certain people, because we called the lion boys the BBs, and then these two tiger brothers the Tigis. So there was a faction of people who are like smart, and they have good intentions, and they're generally better looking people, they're on the side of Team BBs. They're on the side of the Team Lions, the two Lion brothers, because they were wonderful and enchanting and lovely in so many different ways. And then there's this really weird kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's like a masochistic kind of thing where there's just people who maybe they didn't get, like, you know, the parents were probably just drunk all the time when they were kids, so they just kind of have this weird kind of, you know, thing. And they decided for some reason that they were going to be Team Tigis, which, ew, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's silly. That's silly. Anyway, Tigis are over there in quarantine, and the BBs are here. Oh, being able to be showcased lovingly to the world, as they should be. As they should be. I try not to take sides on these things. So I kind of keep it kind of close to the vest as to like which team I'm a part of. But yeah, I don't like to, because I know that my words hold a lot of weight, and I just don't like to influence, you know, like the people. I try to be responsible. I try to be ethical with the tools that are at my disposal. You know? Hi. Hello. This is Zubiri. And this is O'Reilly. And they're very, very handsome and very, very good boys. And in fact, some might consider them to be the best boys. Okay. There's violence, and then there's brother on brother PG-13isms happening right now. Let's cool it. Let's cool it. Jeepers criminy. Oh. But anyway, like I was saying before, my progression here started off as a volunteer, spending more and more time at this facility. I just gained more and more responsibility as time went on, got voted onto the board of directors, and just, yeah, assumed more of a role in care. And this is well before, because I had been working here at this facility for about like 8-ish some odd years before I started posting a lot of different things on the internet, or at least until those things on the internet actually started to gain traction. One of the big ones was Vine, so the 6-second video sharing app that took off like a rocket, lightning in a bottle type situation. Been trying to capture that lightning ever since. But it got pretty popular, and it put care onto the radar of a lot of people in a lot of really important ways, because we were able to actually get a lot of you know, financial support and footing, and we were able to showcase what it is that we do here, what it is that we're all about. And we're kind of like hard to label. We're like a facility. We don't like to use labels. We don't like to call ourselves like a sanctuary per se, or like even like we just care. This is Malika. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. She's a lynx. But that is kind of true. We don't really align ourselves with, there's other, there's different associations and there's different kind of zoologic groups and there's all sorts of different kinds of things that have requested or asked that we kind of go and join with them and align with them. But we've decided to kind of just do our own thing and work based on our own merit, and hopefully via our reputation, word of mouth, all that fun stuff, we can be, seen as a world-class organization. Because I know myself and all the other folks around here that work here, we're dedicated to this place. That's how we see it. And we pride ourselves very much on not only just like keeping the facility well tended to and everything, but we are very, very big on the emotional well-being of the animals here. And so much of that, one, our feeding program is a fantastic enrichment program. We can talk about that in a whole different video. Two, the way that we talk to them, the way that we socialize with them, the way that we, again, protected, but these animals are in captivity. They've been born in captivity. Captivity is the only thing that they've ever known, the only thing that they ever will know. And we find our philosophy to line up with the idea that it's better to, and within this setting too, this is the other thing, within this setting, because we are in this beautiful, open kind of Texas-y, in the countryside kind of thing. So we do have the luxury of being able, there's a small number of us out here. We don't have people, it's if you're like a regular kind of zoo type situation, you have like hundreds of people walking through per day. Yeah, you have to have animals that are a little bit jaded, not necessarily wanting to socialize with them, not wanting those animals to associate people with, oh, this might be a friend, because, you might have some kid trying to throw like a candied apple at them or something like that. That doesn't happen here. You can take tours of the facility, but they're guided experiences and they only ever happen on the weekends. Otherwise, the only types of interactions that these animals get are with people who have been mentored and trained on how to be around them and how to interact with them and the things that they respond to and the things that they like. And what that does is it creates this population of well-balanced kitty cats. Now, they're in the middle of in-between feeding right now. That's why you've noticed a lot of, because you could hear, there's my daughter, Destiny, she was out there talking. We have different kind of staggered feeding schedules. We can get more into feeding later. We have different kind of staggered feeding schedules. But some of the cats I actually eat on in between. Most of the cats, like the big ones, lions and tigers, we feed every 4 days. Hi, Rasa. We feed every 4 days. It goes along with how they wouldn't, normally metabolize that food out in the wild, all that fun stuff. And we have a holistic feeding program where we feed whole actual carcass parts from donated livestock animals that have been humanely euthanized, all that fun stuff. Again, conversation for a different day. Like I said, most of the lions and tigers eat every 4 days. But depending on certain kind of dietary considerations, there's a lot of times where we either have an animal that needs to gain some weight, or maybe they're recovering from an illness, or maybe they're geriatric and we just want to kind of keep their protein intake up, or just for whatever. There's different reasons why they might. So some of the cats get fed every day. Some of the cats get fed every 2 days. So not every single one of the cats gets fed every 4 days. So they're in the middle of doing one of the in-between feeds, quote, in-between feeds. And the cats know, even if it's not their turn to be fed, they know. That's why they get all excited. They're just like, oh my gosh, I might hit the lottery. I might get the jackpot full of chicken and horse chunks. Oh yeah, but I was working out here in the facility and all that fun stuff, getting things. And Heidi, who is the founder, executive director, she is a badass type of individual. She is amazing. She has worked for so long, and she has struggled and sacrificed. She kept this place together, basically, just on a shoestring budget by herself with 3 kids in diapers. I'm not even joking about that part. There was a weird, crazy period where it was her and, just literally, a handful of other kind of people who were maybe 2 or 3 other people, and they kept this place alive during a very weird kind of transitory period of this facility's existence. Again, while she had 3 kids literally in diapers. And then she had been gaining momentum and traction and kind of doing really good things. And then I showed up, and hi, lack. I became enamored with this place. I became enamored with the cats. I became so filled with purpose and pride at the things I was doing. But I didn't want to just work specifically with, the cats. And I was looking around. I'm like, well, where else can I help? And I saw that a lot of times people, when they come to work at a facility like this, basically, they want to do like the fun, cool kitty stuff. Which, I mean, it's cool. It's great. It's fantastic. You get to work with the kitties. It's awesome. That's awesome. And then after all the cool kitty work is done, maybe you have some volunteers or whatever, and they're just like, all right, bye, cool. And they would leave. And then Heidi's like up trying to take care of her kids. And she's trying to, like write newsletters and update, a couple steps above a DOS prompt kind of website back in the day. And I thought, like, okay, well, this woman is obviously very passionate and dedicated to what it is that she's doing, and I feel like I could help the overall facility if I also kind of assisted her in those endeavors. I've got some administrative backgrounds. I've got some writing experience with different kinds of things. I've worked in offices. I know some stuff about those types of things. So after a day of cleaning and butchering cows and stuff like that, I would sit at the computer, just covered in dirt and blood and poop and everything with Heidi. And we became very good friends. We would have conversations. Late at night, and we would make each other laugh. And we'd find out, oh my gosh, we have so much in common. And we shared so many different kind of passions, especially passions about this place and about the animals. And wouldn't you know it, we just sort of kind of fell in love. Just kind of, sort of. It just happened. Oh, you know how those things go. Oh my gosh, how handsome. So whenever I talk about Heidi, my wife, founder and executive director of the Center for Animal Research and Education, that's how that whole thing happened. Figure it's a good little thing, a little bit of, I guess, insight into the backstory. It's a table setter, so to speak. Yeah, setting the table. Spoons on one side, forks on the other. Anyway, running out of daylight. Thanks to some of you new folks coming around, and hopefully I didn't scare you. Well, if you're already to this point, then I guess I didn't. Then maybe you're still intrigued, and maybe you'll stick around. So we're a quirky bunch, but you'll find that we're actually pretty nice. Go down to the comment section and find out for yourself. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.